Guys, I wish I could say I did a lot of stuff today. I left the TV on. I wish I could say I did a lot of stuff today, but I didn't, because me and my friend Crystal, who I'm gonna go eat with in a minute, we're actually gonna go eat early. We decided that we wanted to find that roommate that I thought I saw. So the only thing I could find on her ended up being on MySpace. So then we were like going through our old emails, trying to log into MySpace. And she was at work, and we were all doing this through like Messenger. And so anyways, we got into our old MySpace, and that sparked this whole thing on our Facebooks, like our horrible, embarrassing MySpace years. For me, I had like a drinking problem, and I would club all the time because Justin worked nights. We just got married. We didn't know how to communicate. Like, our marriage did not start off good because we were so young. And on top of that, my mom had just died, and I was just like lost in the world. And so I went out and I partied and drank all the time. I mean, I didn't do anything bad like drugs or, you know, anything crazy, but MySpace is the evidence of that. Thank God all that stuff is in like locked, like private mode now. But we were like sharing stuff on Facebook, and all our friends started joining in, and we're like, let's bring MySpace back. Oh my God. It was like, so if my kids ever think they want to tell me I wasn't cool or I don't know anything about having like a party phase, they don't even know. They don't even know. They probably don't need to know. But wow. So we're going to go eat early and probably reminisce some more. And I think we're going to go like shopping or something maybe, because she's getting off a little early. But like, I had so many friends. Like, one of my friends, Jason, he was like my best friend because like he was getting divorced and she was taking a son, and so we would just like blob and cry to each other and be sad like late at night. It sounds weird because I was married, but it's not like that. But you know, like as like the past 3 years have gone on, I've stopped going. Like, we still went out friends. We would always have parties, but infertility, like we don't have parties anymore. We don't like go out that much. And Jason left a comment. He's like, I miss that girl. Maybe not like the drunk girl, but like my best friend who used to like see and call me, because he lives farther away, like I don't know, like 2-3 hours. So anyways, we're gonna have lunch one day so I can see his son and stuff. But I was like, wow, I have like, and not like the drunken party nights, but I started thinking like just in the past 3 years, or 3 years, like 5 months at this point, of infertility has changed Justin and I so much. Like, we used to be like party people. We'd have big parties. We'd have a huge Halloween party. They would be epic. There were like crazy things would happen in our parties. Everyone would look forward to them every year. And then just infertility just changed us. So I'm excited now because I'm like, we got to get back to that. We got to get back to like the fun. And so I don't know, MySpace kind of sparked that. And like, it's so funny because people are posting all these pictures on that thread now of me like back then, like the fun party girl. And I'm just like, oh my God. And my friend Anthony, we called him Fun Boy. And we would always, like, me and my friends would always call him, he lives in Austin. He's a photographer now. Like, we would always call him drunk as fuck. Like, every time we left the club, we'd be like, Anthony! It was just like every freaking club night. I'm at the restaurant with Crystal. I'll let her sit down so she's got all ladylike before I put the camera on her. You ready? This is Crystal. That's my bestie. When we sat down, she goes, what did you say? I'm really surprised you eat here. Because I was like, why? She goes, because you have to carry your own tray. I was like, because I thought she meant because I thought I was too fancy, but she's like,
no, you trip a lot.
I do. I trip all the time. All the time. But I've tripped while vlogging, so. We're trying to remember Crystal's ex-boyfriend's last name. So we found his best friend on Indeed.com or something, and she's calling his best friend's.
Yes, can you transfer me to Casey?
She's calling his best friend's work.
K-I-T. M-A-N.
She's calling his best friend's work to find out her ex-boyfriend's last name so he can look him up on Facebook. Look at this girl. She's He's gonna be like, I haven't heard from you in 10 years.
I'm not gonna know who I am.
You should. He's really attractive.
Because I'm a fucker.
He might be single. I'm dying right now. I'm dying. We are gonna finish the video of what happened. We're gonna do like a sit-down video of all our crazy stories, like probably next week or something. And we'll finish the story of what happened with her ex-boyfriend's best friend, Kason. We decided we should be on Catfish as like the detective. Yeah. We might start our own business, a private agency. But yeah, and we'll tell the Lauren story then too. Oh, I'm home from the grocery store. My head hurts. So I'm about to tell Justin what Crystal and I did, which you guys will be hearing the whole full story because I was like semi-vlogging it as it happened, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just gonna tell Justin and then I wanna see his reaction because he probably won't be surprised. Okay, so you remember Crystal's ex, Lucas, right? Well, first off, we spent all day messaging each other on the laptops and while she was at work, like getting back into my old Yahoo account that was connected to my MySpace so we could find Lauren's last name to try to look her up because we couldn't find her anywhere, right? So then we started a whole thing about MySpace on Facebook. People are posting worst drunk pictures of me. Like, okay, so we found Lauren. She's been married 2 times already and has 2 different kids. Granted, no, she's younger than us. Remember that. Not that that.
You mean she doesn't have kids?
Do you remember the trailer park guy? Where she moved off to the trailer park? Mm-hmm. Okay, it looks like she married him. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then she had a baby with him. Mm-hmm. And then she got married again. On those pictures it said, last marriage, I swear. She married somebody else, and then she had a baby with him. Anyway, so at lunch, we started talking about Lucas and how we can never remember his last name. But we remember Kason, his best friend's last name. So we started searching for Kason. We were in the restaurant for like 2 hours. It was like Madeline, so it doesn't matter, you know. But like, so we started searching for Kason because we figured that maybe we could find Lucas on one of his friends list. And, well, Kason hasn't been on Facebook since 2012. That was the last time he logged in. We found him on Twitter, but he hasn't been on there since 2013. So then we found him on, I guess I said Indeed in the vlog. I don't know why, but LinkedIn. We found him on LinkedIn. We found his job and his job number. Can you guess what we did?
It sounds like you've been internet stalking people.
We're like catfish, like detectives. But no, guess what we did then? Just take a guess. Let's see if he can guess what we did.
I really have no idea.
We called his work. Crystal called his work. And she was like, can I please speak to Kate? He works in the oil industry. This, you know, because she really wants to know what Lucas looks like now. So we in the oil industry. He's in the oil industry at this big oil company. So we called and she like spells out his name and they send her to a link and then the phone rings and she's like, shit, what do I say when he answers? And I was like, just be honest. Be like, it's me, Crystal from college. So the voicemail, she catches the voicemail. She's like, hey, Kason, it's Crystal from Brenham. Yeah, so I have a question for you. I just need you to call me back. And she left her number. And that's where it got left off. Can you believe? But you're not that surprised, are you?
You two need to stop having like lunch together. Something always happens like this. We're
going to do crazy story time. We're going to talk about the bridge. We're going to talk about the guy wiping his dick on my towel. We're going to talk about a bunch of our crazy stories that we remembered. Oh, the night you're involved in that one with the railroad tracks and seeing Lucas, and that's how she found out he had a live-in girlfriend.
Involved.
You have to be in the video, but do you remember that crazy night?
Not really.
We started following them, the cops started following us. Really. All the way to, you're lying. You're lying. Look at his face. We followed him all the way to Lucas's house. We'll tell the story about that.
No idea what you're talking about.
You won't have to be involved. So you're not surprised though we did something like that, are you?
Not really.
So he's not surprised because me and Crystal are just trouble together. We have a lot of crazy stories we're going to film. And I'm going to film the one I started talking about Lauren yesterday. I'm going to film that with her because she was there that night. It was the whole thing with the roommates. And then the guys from that apartment we always used to hang out with They were there that night too. You know what? We went to a college in the sticks. There was nothing there at the time but a fucking Walmart and an Applebee's. My sister now lives there in Brenham. They have a Starbucks, an IHOP. They have like all this stuff. It's grown a lot. When we lived there, there wasn't shit to do, but apparently get mixed up in some craziness. We were talking about in college, oh my God, I should just save this for the video. The lake.
The lake that you never saw the water to.
They get the guys, and when we became friends with the guys in those apartments down the way, they're like, so we all go to the lake on the weekend, or no, and I think, yeah, the weekend nights. We're like, oh, okay, and they're like, you want to go? We're like, yeah, we want to go to the lake. So like, we're all staying there in like jeans, shorts, and our swimsuit tops. Like, I mean, we should wear our swimsuits, right? Or Crystal and Lauren were in their bikini tops, and I just had mine in my hand. I was like, you know, we should probably wear clothes because nobody said there would be swimming. And personally, I'm not getting in a dark lake in the middle of the night. That seems like a horror movie waiting to happen. And so they're like, yeah, we'll see what happens this time. And next time we get there, there's no fucking lake. The lake was like this dirt parking lot area in this, like, was it a national, it's like a forest around this giant lake, but we never went to the lake. So we'll have stories about the lake, but like, there was no lake. So it was really confusing. But me and Crystal were talking about lunch. She's like, do you remember when we were like, should we wear our swimsuits or wear clothes on top? I was just like, we should not get in dark water in the middle of the night. But yeah, so anyway, I still have to unload groceries. Very fun. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the vlog for today just because nothing else interesting is happening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!